Hi everyone, Tracy here, doing a very quick video on my new Tarot of Transformation. Annika, aka Quilfin, has an earlier version of this and wanted to see how the new version stacked up to it, and I will include a link to her video below. I'm not going to go through every single card because she did that in her video. If you want to see what the cards look like, have a look at her video. But I'm going to show you what the new version looks like, and then you can look at the old version if you want to. So this is how it kind of came packaged. This is not an unboxing. I have taken it out of the packaging. I've looked at all the cards. It was shrink wrapped with this cardboard around it, this cardboard thing around it. And then the cards inside were shrink wrapped as well. There was the book, and then the cards were shrink wrapped in individual two little piles like this. So here are the cards. And then it came with this thing in the middle. I'm not quite sure what this is. Several pieces of cardboard. And if you open this up, it's actually a little cellophane bag. So I don't know. I guess you could keep the cards in the little cellophane bag. I am not. I have bought some jewelry boxes that I actually have started keeping my cards in, like this, because I don't like bags. You can't tell. I can write on the outside what's in it, and they stack up nicely, and the bags were just not working for me, so that's what I'm doing now. In 2014, this is, the original was, I believe, copyrighted in 2002, and this was reformatted and reprinted in 2015 with a new ISBN number. It's still, you can tell, definitely independently published. I don't know that they changed any of the content of the book. I kind of doubt that they did. But you can tell there are a few little issues with typesetting not lining up quite correctly. But it doesn't affect the ability for you to read it or the content at all. So we have a couple of prefaces about the deck, working with the cards, how to pull cards, a couple of spreads, and then it goes into the cards, which the descriptions of the cards are really great. But in this edition, they have added little thumbnail images of the cards. It's enough to help you remember what the card looked like. It's not enough to give you the detail that you might want if you were really studying the card. But if you knew what the cards looked like, you'd worked with the cards, and you just couldn't exactly remember what the Five of Swords looked like, you'd say, oh, yes, now I remember. That's what the Five of Swords looks like. The card stock itself, I think, based on what I saw on Annika's video, it looks like it's a little bit better. They're still very large cards, and they still are, you know, the exact same cards with the same colors on the outside. But the cardstock looks a little bit better than what Annika showed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show several other decks as comparison. So to start with, I have, this is Tower of the Vampires. This is a Llewellyn deck, which is the old Llewellyn cardstock, not the new Llewellyn cardstock. This is about the same as the old Llewellyn cardstock, which I like the old Llewellyn cardstock. It's really easy to shuffle, and it moves very easily in your hands. And if we see the size comparison, that's pretty close to about the same size deck as the old Llewellyn cardstock width-wise. Now if we compare it to, say, a Lo Scarabeo deck, this is slightly better cardstock than the old Llewellyn. I think this is actually my favorite. It's good cardstock. You can see this one, it's also about the same size. It's about the same size as the Lo Scarabeo. And then I have a US Games deck, which, let's face it, as much as we hate the copyright on every single card in the US Games, they do have really great cardstock. It's just bendy enough without being too bendy. And you can see that this is a little bit thinner. than a deck from US Games. This is the Halloween Tarot from US Games. So there it is, a very quick comparison to see the 2014 reprint of the Tarot of Transformation. And again, if you want to see the 2002 version, have a look at Annika's video, which I will link below. Thanks and have a great day.